Hi and welcome to Remote Places New Zealand. This is Dudley Moore. Today's video came after a recent comment posted from our popular YouTube. The Dutch are amazing at how they are using bikes to move people around. That comment, "I'm Dutch and I would die for a commute bike ride like you have in New Zealand," has led to this episode. In it I will show you my commute from where I live in Omokoroa to the city edge of Bethlehem. At the end of this ride we will compare the different travel times by bike, bus and car and talk about the real benefit of biking to the city. New Zealand is geographically the opposite of the Netherlands. We're a couple of islands with 78% of the land largely uninhabited due to the bush-covered hills and mountainous terrain. The rest is often narrow strips of land between hills and sea. With the exceptions of the flat cities of Christchurch and Invercargill, our communities have many hills spread throughout them. So biking does require some energy to climb up hills and enjoy the reward of coasting downhill on most trips. I'm a believer in putting exercise into your daily life rather than spending money and time heading to the gym. Perhaps my Scottish grandfather had something to do with that. Hence my preference is to bike into the city if I'm heading in alone. But this is not a solo trip today, as you're coming along for the ride, so hang on and enjoy it. After a morning coffee and a yummy breakfast, our ride starts on the tar seal of our suburban street. Ducks through a shortcut, then we turn onto a grass reserve that takes us up and over the ridge to join the cycleway to Tauranga. That reserve affords us a fabulous view out toward the Kaimai mountain range over to our west. This forest-clad range is rugged and the view is constantly fluctuating due to light and weather changes. I choose the difficult option of getting off the top of the ridge by riding down the zigzag and beside the stairs. Make sure you lean back down the steep section. We go this way because it is much more fun. Here we join the cycleway. Turning left will take us to the Omokoroa ferry, but we go right as we're heading into Tauranga. Another short tar seal section, then we cycle across alongside the railway track. The first of 5 bridges we will cross today appears very quickly. Here you often will see kids trying their luck at fishing. Here we choose the commute route by taking all the direct path options ahead. So our ride today will be 13 kilometres. I will feature the scenic options in a future video where the ride is 20 kilometres. A short country road section takes us over the railway line and then we turn back onto the cycleway. Biking between the railway and the wetland area, here we often spot herons and pukeku, busy looking for their next meal. This railway line is a busy freight, so we frequently see trains with containers and logs heading to the port of Tauranga, or containers and empty logging trucks heading away from the port. At the next estuary arm we drop down and go under the railway line. Watch your head as we go under the low bridge. We then pop out onto the bridge that affords a clear view around the Tapuna arm of the harbour. Then it is up another hill and between the trees to connect to the roads we follow for the rest of the journey. We soon hit the Wairoa River section, where we travel upstream 2 kilometres. Due to constant slips on this road, this is now a cycle-only road. Soon we cross over the river on a clip-on cycle bridge and travel up the hill beside State Highway 2. This slightly sketchy section on busy State Highway 2 is being upgraded, but in a manner that is not commuter friendly. Instead of repainting the road lanes further to the south on the road, creating a safe two-way cycle lane, they're putting in a big detour under the bridge so you can travel up the south side of the road and then cross at new traffic lights. This will put an additional 4 to 8 minutes onto a 26-minute commute when they're trying to encourage us onto bikes and out of cars. And then we're back onto quiet streets and cycleways and have arrived at our destination, Bethlehem, Tauranga, New Zealand. Was the bike quicker? Here are the travel times. On the bike it takes 26 minutes. Taking the bus with all the extra stops, 44 minutes. The car, 16 minutes if you get a clean run. Traffic obviously adds to that. It can be 40, 60 minutes on a bad day. So the answer is, sometimes. It all depends on the traffic. For me, bike commuting, when it is an option, has the following pluses. Good exercise integrated into daily living. You're out in the fresh air so you can smell, feel and see much more. It affords an opportunity for new social interaction with others on the ride. It takes another vehicle off our congested roads. And of course the positive benefit to your wallet, the way fuel prices are soaring these days. There are some downsides, but why consider them when you're having so much fun? We trust you enjoyed viewing this Remote Places New Zealand video, one of our bike series. Making this one has made me realise, here in New Zealand, we often take the beauty we live amongst for granted. Getting out of your car onto a bike sure puts a smile on your dial, so why don't you give it a go? Just remember to bike within your ability. Please subscribe and ring the bell, as it greatly assists us with the development of our channel. You have a great day, and thank you, Dudley Moore.